Hello my fellow broke aristocrats. Look what we are doing here. I'm showing you my shopping for the week. As many of you know, I am trying to reduce the spending. So I might have to go back and get some stuff, but I have definitely cut down on the spending. What I did is I did an account and a reckoning of my pantry, and I did that for the first couple weeks of December. I'll be doing that so that I can put money aside for the holidays. This is something I spoke about in my previous video. If you are worried that you're not going to be able to have a nice Christmas dinner, if you're worried about not being able to buy certain things, then what you do is you choose one or two categories from your budget that you can pull back on for the first couple weeks of the month, and then hopefully you can direct that towards any kind of Christmas planning you have. This is for us regular human beings that have not spent a year putting money aside for the holiday. So as you can see here, I spent $47.48, and I did pretty good. There's a couple things that are organic, and there's a couple of things that are not organic. And that is because when we think about trying to save money as broke aristocrats, we have to take into consideration the fact that we're trying to live below our means, but sometimes it really does pay to go with the organic. When it comes to buying organic, I'm usually very mindful of the fact that there's something called the dirty dozen. Those are the most heavily sprayed or genetically modified plants, and so those I will spend extra money on. Those I will tend to go organic. So we're going to take a look here, and we see the first thing that I saved money on is I bought just regular generic iodized salt. This is one of those things that I have debunked in the past. People will spend extra money for designer salt. The truth of the matter is, it's such a minor amount of salt that I add to things that there's not going to be any nutritional benefit to me spending an extra $5 on salt that comes from the Himalayan mountains. Get yourself good old-fashioned iodized salt, generic, and you'll do just fine. That was 59 cents. I got myself some Hershey's baking cocoa for $3.49, and that's because I like to make myself some hot cocoa. You can do that vegan with some almond milk. As you see, I got myself some almond milk, or if you are so inclined, regular milk. It's good to do it this way on the stove because then you can control for the amount of sugar you add, and you can be a little bit more conservative when sweetening it. And that's another thing a broke aristocrat will do. We will reduce the amount of sugar, corn syrup, etc. we're consuming, and instead it's not any extra effort to heat up some milk of your choice and just do the unsweetened Hershey's. And then you can add coconut sugar or whatever kind of sugar you like, or even stevia, just to control. You don't need the extra sugar. I saved $1.50 on that because that was on sale. I got some cinnamon here. This cinnamon was great. I like the cinnamon at the 99-cent store because it's only 99 cents, but the Julia Spices was only 79 cents. So I actually saved 20 cents off of the 99-cent store, and that's just a great example of how you can save even beyond what you see at the 99-cent store. This is one of my all-time favorite things to do. It's not particularly healthy if you do too much of it, but I love cheddar cheese. And my favorite cheddar cheese is from Tillamook, Oregon. I grew up on that cheese, and I'm fairly certain that the Kroger brand is the Tillamook cheese because I can't, quite frankly, tell the difference. This is a lot of cheese for somebody like me. I'm going to be making tacos, and so I wanted to have a little bit of cheese for the week. And I was able to get that for $3.49, and I think that's a really good deal because if I bought that same amount in the Tillamook brand, I would have been paying twice as much. And I saved $1.20 because it was on sale. The Mahatma rice, I paid $1.99. The Mahatma rice, actually you can get something similar at the 99-cent store, but I didn't want to run all the way over to the 99-cent store to get it. So I just went ahead and got myself some Mahatma for $1.99. And after that, I got a cucumber. This was an interesting story. Sometimes I like to get the English cucumbers. It's $1.99 at Kroger for the English cucumbers and 99 cents for the regular cucumbers. Again, this is a frugal December. I had to pay taxes for the year on my business. I was not too happy about that, and there were a couple of other bills for December. And so because I chose to really pull back on the price of groceries, let me tell you, every little thing counts, including saving a buck on a cucumber. So there you go, there you have it. The tangerines, I didn't think I could buy a whole thing of the clementine, which was $5 and something. I'm one person, I'm not going to be able to eat all those. But I did want to get 4 of the tangerines. You can just sit and eat those. It's a healthy snack. They were 59 cents a pound, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And I went ahead and got 4 of those for $1.91. The Chica bananas, this is something I also wanted to talk to my fellow broke aristocrats about. Do you buy organic or inorganic? I would say buy inorganic to save yourself some money if you are up against the gun and you're trying to save some money, because it's got a skin. And this is something I talk to people about quite a bit. If it has a skin and you are up against the gun trying to pay off bills, but you want to go organic, that is the thing. You can go ahead and just have it be conventional, because the skin is going to protect you from any exposure to any kind of a pesticide or anything like that. That was $1.09 for 5 bananas. I did go ahead and get myself a pound of potatoes. This was $1.99 for organic potatoes. And that was, I think, something like 3 pounds, whereas it was 99 cents per pound for the conventional. And this is, again, part of the dirty dozen, the potatoes are. And so for that reason, I did decide to go with the organic, but the good news is I didn't spend any extra money on it. Tomatoes are heavily sprayed. They're genetically modified, and it is one of the things that I will spend the extra money to go organic on the Roma tomatoes. And those were 99 cents a pound, and I paid only $2.99 for those, which I thought was good. The onions are the dirty dozen. However, I went with a conventional, and that's again because it contains a skin, and so once I peel it, it should be okay, and that was 69 cents. The frozen organic berries, which are right here, you can see that is a really, really large bag. That's a 2-pound bag for $8.49 on sale. I think that was actually something like 50% off or something, or close to 50% off. I did a really great job. Again, this is a heavily sprayed crop. This is part of the dirty dozen, the berries are. So if you're going to go with anything organic, you're going to want it to be the berries. I'll go ahead and link what the dirty dozen are so that people know what to buy organic and what not to buy organic. The milk, the almond milk, again, I bought from the Kroger brand, $2.99. Also the gluten-free pasta, because I am gluten-free. Also got a great deal on that. That was the Fasuli for $2.99. And I got myself that ice cream I always tell you about. I might as well promote it. It's Luna and Larry's Coconut Bliss chocolate, and the chocolate peanut butter is even better. It's expensive, $5.99. That is my one naughty for the week. The meat was kind of interesting. Again, I went organic rather than conventional. I would have gone conventional if it had been lean. That's more important to me. But the organic also may have a higher percentage of omega-3 if it's been fed grass rather than a conventional feed. And that's why you'll see people sell grass-raised, grass finish. It's because they're trying to increase the omega-3s in the meat. I checked, this was $5.99, and the conventional for the lean was the exact same price. So for no extra money, I was able to get the organic. And the trick here is that meat is never the main course. I'm going to say that one more time. Meat is never the main course. It is always a condiment. It's always an additive. If I decide to make tacos, which I will, I'll add half a can of pinto beans or black beans to the mix, and that way you're increasing fiber, you're increasing plant-based eating, but you're also adding a little bit of beef for people who like beef, and it's a great way to stretch animal products, but also better for your heart health. So I think that pretty much wraps it up As I mentioned, the total cost was $47.48 for the week. And I believe I saved a total of $2.70 with coupons. Nice. All right, so there you have it. That was my groceries for the week. And the takeaway here is, if you do buy conventional, just be aware of the dirty dozen. The dirty dozen are those vegetables that are heavily sprayed. Those you may want to go organic with. Usually berries are heavily sprayed, but even if it is a dirty dozen, if it has a peel, you should be okay. An example would be an onion. You can cut it, and you can probably reduce the amount of exposure to the pesticides because you've peeled it. And the last thing that I wanted to leave you with that a Broke Aristocrat does is that we save money by buying high quality meat, but we stretch it out. An example would be if you make a spaghetti with turkey meat and you add some green beans or frozen vegetables into the mix, you're increasing the consumption of vegetables and you're decreasing the consumption of animal product. So people get to enjoy a little bit of animal product if they want to, that's absolutely fine, but it is never the main course. We never make meat the main course. All right, I want to thank you for watching this quick video of Broke Aristocrats. Be sure and share, like, subscribe, tell me what you're doing to save money on during the holidays, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.